Hello, everyone, and welcome to League Review. I'm your host, William, and with me today I have Brian,
Hello.
and that's it. But we did get Brock's power rankings and predictions, and happy 4th of July. Weird, this is going to be... So, in honor of 4th of July, we're doing the European podcast.
Seriously.
It's not very American enough. Wait, I still have this over here. We can make it American. There we go. All
What do
U.S.
you
It's
I have
my
to wait to see.
it's my it's my Riff Rivals podcast. All American right there.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's. But this is going to be a quick podcast because LEC was 2 weeks ago. As you know, it's similar to the LCS podcast that we had, and we are just going to go straight into power rankings, and from there go straight to predictions, and then we'll be done. So first up, Brian, let me delete all of your predictions here because you haven't given me my predictions yet. So,
Predictions or
or
power
power
ranking?
rankings. Power rankings. My apologies. But number
Okay.
one, me and Brock both have Fnatic. Me and Brock power rankings
I
are almost the same.
I also have Fnatic. That was kind of my spice that I wanted to withhold.
Wow. Really? Well, what? That's not spicy at all.
It's still G2, the people who won MSI.
True.
They're probably still a better team even though they lost.
Yeah, but I mean, Fnatic's undefeated. They beat G2 and look better than G2 at Rift Rivals. Like,
All right.
you
Well, I
want to
guess
hold your whole prediction for that? Oh no.
I didn't think you'd do it. But
Oh.
anyway.
Easily. I think that I agree with you that arguably in a best of 5 you could probably give that to G2, but just for this, as of this week, they just came off of doing the best out of any European team off of Rift Rivals, and the week before they beat G2, and they're still undefeated, so it's not like they have a bad
Whoa,
loss.
why'd you put G2 as my second?
If it's not, you're
I'm
trolling.
kidding. They are.
So G2 is second, obviously, totally fine. Like I said, at the same exact level as Fnatic, if not higher, you could argue in a best of 5. But if you're gonna lose to a team that's still undefeated, and then you're 6-1 or you're 5-1, and they're 6-0, and they've beaten you, and then they look better in international tournament, like there's no way I can put them anywhere else. like I have
Okay.
to put them in second.
We only have one difference. I just looked at your power rankings and I have one difference, Brock.
Wow. Do you have Splice number 3?
I do have splice number 3.
Yeah. And that is because obviously last week or 2 weeks ago now, that Splice beat Origin. So it's a very similar situation where that I think G2 and Fnatic are playing pretty close together, like pretty similar just in like carry performances from their top lane and honestly the mid lane. It's almost a sense of like all of their players are playing good situation, kind of like G2. Where Origin and Splice are very similar, where they are late game teams and they're very slow and they just win games through just effective team fighting late, and that's how they win. So
Yeah.
I and if they're gonna beat Origin, they're similar style and they beat them in the head-to-head. And they're I believe tied with them now in record. So all that together, they have to be number 3.
Yeah.
You have Origin number 4.
I have Origin number 4.
Yep. exact same reasoning as the last one where we just talked about it. Why Splice is ahead of them.
Although SO4 did beat Splice
That is true.
but Origin beat SO4 and Splice beat Origin. So
Yeah.
it's kind of that triangle, pick your poison.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I think the head-to-head win is more important.
Yeah.
Sorry, my doggy is freaking out right now because of the fireworks.
We're the same until 6.
SO4, do you have number 5? Oh, so you have SO4 number 5 as well. Also,
And
pretty solid.
SK number 6.
All right. So pretty solid. Like I think that's true. I think we have like I think we have a well-formed top 6 in Europe right now.
Yeah.
Like I think that's and it's honestly like pretty.
I don't think it's going to change.
Really, I think
If it does, SK could go down. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I think that and SO4, I don't see them as super strong this year either. I think those two teams are definitely below the. I had an earlier take that I mentioned that Origin would only lose to Fnatic or G2. Well, Splice is up there again. I disrespect Splice all the time, man. Just last split and now this split as well. But I really think they're a solid top four, and then the rest is like kind of there. I could
Yeah.
see Misfits and Vitality possibly like recovering, but like to maybe squeak in one of those last two spots, but that's it. There's not. I don't see any of these bottom 16 essentially doing anything in the playoffs.
Yeah. You've picked Splice twice, so you have a 33% grade. You're correct, but you were wrong on one. Well, you're wrong on at least one.
Yeah, against SO4 there. Next you have who? Since I have Misfits, who do you have at number 7?
At number 7, I actually have Vitality, like
Ooh,
Brock.
interesting. So their 2 wins you feel like are important enough to move them all the way from 10th is where you originally had them to 7th.
Yeah, and the reason is, who are their 2 wins against? Because I feel like I'm about to contradict myself.
Excel was
But
one of them,
yeah, well, the
and
reason
SK.
why in SK is a better win
Hmm.
because you have Misfits at 7,
Hmm.
and Misfits' only 2 wins are against Rogue and Excel.
That is true. Okay, that is fair. But yeah, I just
Again, I think Misfits might win that matchup, but
it's close. Like I have
yeah,
Vitality number 8. We're arguing. I'm assuming you have Misfits number 8.
I have Misfits number 8, then
Yes.
Rogue Excel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like we're saying like we're arguing semantics and that like 7th and 8th place are very equal right now. I just think I've moved Vitality up. I just didn't want to give them because I had them at number 9. I didn't want to give them too much because they had only beat Excel and then the win against SK was good, but they before that they've looked quite awful. Like
Yeah, they have looked terrible.
and then Excel should have what was that this was this the yeah was this week was that this week? Wow, I could not talk at all there. Where
Week
they
3.
where they should beat Fnatic.
Uh, I'm not
Oh,
gonna lie to you, I don't remember.
God, that was
But
such a. They were up like 10k gold on Fnatic. Yeah, that was last week. My
yeah,
God, that was. Oh, this XL team just snatches the victory from the jaws of defeat. Other way around, snatches defeat from the jaws of victory.
Fnatic held on.
Yeah, I mean yes, but Excel should have won that game. They had every. Let's. We weren't gonna do match history, but let's just look at this one match history. LEC match history. Yeah, because this one was. I just need to talk about this one. It's bad. This is spring, summer season, and then let's see how quickly I can find this. Week 3, Fnatic versus Excel. That's the Reddit. Almost match history. There we go. Okay, so this game. It wasn't 10k gold. It was 6k, but it was all Excel this game. As you can tell, just first blood, 3-0 start, Dragon Tower, 5-0, 8-1 with Rift Herald, 2 towers, 2 dragons, 10-1. Three turrets, 2 dragons, and 10 kills to 1 at before the 18-minute mark. Like this is a blowout. Then they
Yeah,
win a team fight, get a second Infernal Drake, by the way, get a Baron at the 21-minute mark on top of that, and then I don't even know what happened. Like they kept winning. Like it didn't stop with their winning. They still won another team fight at 29 minutes. Got a third Infernal Drake. Not only is it a third Infernal, it's a third Infernal Drake on a Sivir. It's not like they had like an early game comp and like had to finish late or early to so they didn't go late. They had Sivir with 3 Infernals and Akali also with Mickey on the Akali. Mickey started this game like 4-0 and then just did nothing. Like his
yeah.
positioning in the late game was terrible. Yeah, he was 4-1 to start by the 18-minute mark, and then after that he got one more. He only went 1-1, but it was just like he was invisible.
Okay, I have a question.
Hmm.
So, Vitality beat Excel.
Hmm.
All right.
Everyone's beat
So,
Excel.
exactly. But I'm saying if Excel beats Fnatic pretty bad, like how it was looking, not like the biggest blowout ever, but like a very solid win. If Excel is 1-5 with a win over Fnatic, Vitality has beat them. Would you put them above Rogue and Misfits since Misfits wins are against Rogue and Excel,
That
and Rogue's wins are against Vitality and Excel, and then Vital or I'm sorry, Rogue's wins are against Vitality and Excel, and Vitality's wins are against Excel and SK.
I
But
would
Vitality has one good win,
I would probably just put him above Rogue, and even though
just above Rogue.
yeah, because it's in a best of one situation, that's a lot of luck in there for taking down Fnatic, but it would give them a shot to get out of the cellar type situation, because
Yeah.
they've lost to Rogue and they've lost to Vitality and they've lost to Misfits, so they've already lost the head to head to those teams. But beating Fnatic would definitely, I would move them up at least one for that.
I feel so bad for Rogue because I feel like they're so much better.
There's so much potential and they're still just
They're so
losing.
much better, but like, yeah, they're just still they're not good enough.
Yeah, so with that's our power rankings. So do you want to? Let's just go straight into our predictions from there. Let's get.
Wow, looking like an LMS podcast or something.
I know, right? I still have to watch the Rift Rivals tonight. Gonna watch those
Wow.
games because what we're not having a podcast till tomorrow. I did 2 days worth of predictions because this is a more major region podcast,
Yeah.
so it takes precedent. All right, let's pull that here and here. Nope. There we go. All right, first game is Rogue versus SO4. Brock has, as you can tell by his predictions, has SO4. These are supposed to be deleted. This is not supposed to be there. But yeah, Brian has a 9-1 week already. Nice.
Yeah.
But
The script has been revealed.
all right, so Brian has 9-1, Brock has 8-2, and I have 6-4. You know that was the script is real.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna have an upset here. Bold prediction. I'm gonna go Rogue over SO4. I just feel like SO4 is one of those outside teams looking in. I mean, they're in the playoffs, but like they're one of the teams that can drop out of the playoffs type situation. Where Rogue, like we just talked about, they have so much potential on their team, and I want to believe that they can get at least one win against a big competition. Because right now their only wins are, what are their 2 wins on the year?
Rogue.
Yes.
They beat Vitality and Excel.
Yeah, so they've beaten the bottom 2 teams with them. So I'm gonna go for their first big win of the entire split. I'm gonna go their first victory with an upset over SO4.
As much as I would love to pick that, even if you have Hiku or Woolite in, whoever they play, I just don't think they can stand up to upset. And I love what Rogue has done with Larson and Vander, and Prophet's been playing great too. Hold on, I'm looking at their team, and I'm gonna go look at SF really quick because I can't remember. Abadage against Larson. I think Abadage is really solid. I think that should pretty much go even. But
Larson has to have a better game.
yeah, Larson has to have a better game. Abadage and Odawamne versus Prophet and Larson. I think that is kind of up in the air. So I think the big difference is bot lane. And if Ignar can just come in and show that he was a great pickup, and I don't think, or not Ignar, I'm sorry, because I think Ignar is going to win. I'm picking SF4. If who is their support? Vander can come in and just show that he is the best pick, not the best pickup of the offseason, but one of the best pickups of the offseason with Woolite or Hiku, then I think they can win. But I think this is definitely bot lane difference, and Upset's going to win. Or, well, Upset is going to win, but SO4 is going to win.
Got it.
Yeah.
I think Larson had a very, very shaky first game, like very bad. And I just think that was a lot of nerves. I think he's going to go into the next, like his next game a lot more calm, I think. I think he'll be okay. And
How did he play against Caps? I thought it wasn't that bad.
it
Did he
wasn't,
get smashed?
it wasn't that bad against, was that in, yeah, it wasn't
Game 2.
terrible against Caps, but his first game was really bad against Splice. It
Yeah.
was, but again, like you just said, he was facing Caps, so you can't really take anything from that. So hopefully he has a better second week. I'm thinking the week off, a little bit of practice. I think he should be okay, and that's why I think this is an okay upset to take.
Yeah.
But as if you've watched NA or anything, anytime I pick a bold upset, even in look at this, I had Vitality and you guys had Origin at the beginning, and that's a loss right there.
Hey, I had Rogue,
Hey,
y'all
I
had
had SK.
Misfits.
Okay, so I did win one, at least in LCS. I did win one.
At least,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. At least, wow,
Brock won one with
look at
Vitality
you.
and Splice in
Look
week
at you
one. That
with the
was
bold.
definitely a bold pick.
Yeah.
Turns out not so bold, but
Yeah, it looked great then. Or, so next game we have Splice versus SK. I just see Splice winning this game. I really like Splice's late game, just all around. I think they win in all the solo lanes against SK as well as the bot lane. I think they SK wins to the jungle with self-made, but outside of that, I don't think they have anything else.
Yeah, I believe in Pyrian. I love SK. I think Selfmade is one of the best players in the league. It really depends on what nemesis we get,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna go Splice.
You mean humanoid?
Humanoid, yeah, sorry. Nemesis is Fnatic. Whatever humanoid we get, one of those new mid laners that I don't really know that well. Whatever humanoid we get, because humanoid popped off in week 3,
After you
but
flamed him.
week 1 and 2,
You
he
flamed him
looked
so
like
hard that he just
it
looked like
was
a
like
god.
Soligo or humanoid. Which one is it? But no, I flamed him. I burned him down. But
Yeah,
like,
and then he's like, "Oh, MVP performance right here."
but a phoenix rose from the ashes that I flamed. So, and he shut me up. He smacked me right in the mouth. So,
It was hilarious. I remember you
oh,
messaging me about that. Like, are you
I was like,
serious?
what the heck? I look like such an idiot. But I mean, if SK wins, I'm not going to be shocked. I think they're a good team. I think they have a better. Well, it's hard to say if they have a better jungler. I think on a one-to-one basis, I think Selfmade may be better than. I can picture him in my head. Picture his face in my head. Xerxes. I think Selfmade might be like more mechanical than Xerxes and
But
like just a better
Xerxes better at team
solo.
fighting.
Yeah, but Xerxes just has a better team around him, is more experienced like on a stage, and can just execute better in a big game. So I think it's Splice.
So we all have Splice there.
Yeah.
Next is G2 versus Misfits. I think G2 did struggle a little bit at Rift Rivals, but I don't think they're taking it too seriously.
Who'd they lose to twice?
Team Liquid.
Yeah.
NA's shining hope. The only shining hope in NA right now.
Okay. What do you think? There's no drama between Bjerg and Double Lift because I don't know how much drama there actually is. Bjergsen joins Team Liquid over Jensen. What would you think about that? I know this is EU, but they're both European, so it's topical.
Yeah, okay, that makes total sense. That'd be pretty nice. I love
Would
Jensen
you
too.
would you want that?
Yeah, because I think Bjergsen's slightly better than Jensen, but it's not a super upgrade, I would say, but it's still an upgrade
Yeah.
nonetheless. And
I think that
you
I
crippled
think
TSM as well, which is one of your biggest threats.
yeah. Then CLG sneaks in and just, counter logically beat you. But anyway, we're on EU. We're on EU.
EU. We don't talk about that
EU.
crap region in NA.
So Misfits.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the matchup.
The matchup is G2 wins.
We have Wonder versus Alfari.
Wonder wins that one very handily.
One of the best top laners in the world versus struggling, has been decent recently, top laners.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Who is the Misfit jungler? Because we don't know.
Yeah, we
It's
don't know
either
exactly.
Maxlor or I'm
Kiri.
blanking on who. Kire. I would rather see Kire 100%.
Yeah, Maxlor is like
Jankos is better.
Yep, Jankos
I
is
know
better no matter what.
I know I'm going into detail, but this has been so quick. I feel like it's okay. Caps against Fabivin. If you asked me that when Fabivin was on Fnatic and Caps wasn't in the league, then of course it's Fabivin.
Yeah, this random guy, this random like 16-year-old.
Some 16-year-old just trolling solo queue. But yeah, and then Perks, they got the second mid laner down there.
Mhm.
Still waiting for him to play mages against Hansama. That's a stomp. But, maybe he'll play Pike again or Zed or something.
Yeah. Yeah, this game's gonna be blowout.
Yeah, this isn't gonna be close. If it's close, I'll be happy if it's a close
The
game.
game's gonna go as long as this analysis.
Yeah. Dang. I
Uh,
really hope Misfits wins now, just so
yeah,
you're like, oh.
yeah, that'd be great. I would love it too. I love upsets.
I'm I'm trying to look for a positive for Misfits. I'm but yeah, okay, we can move on.
Yeah. So next is Origin versus Excel.
Mickey
Origin,
and Gorilla. Sorry, I'm going back. Mickey and Gorilla. Gorilla may be better, but not recently.
not recently.
Historically, who's been
Historically,
further?
yes, that is true. But Origin versus Excel is also. Do we need to break this one down as well, Brian?
I'm good. I don't really want to talk about Excel.
Oh, Excel's so bad. Even if they take a lead against Origin, Origin's team fighting, I'm gonna just believe that they're gonna be able to just out survive Excel and just expect Excel to make a mistake to throw the game.
Yeah, so this anecdote is personal. So I wrestled in high school, and when I was a freshman, I would sometimes get thrown in on varsity just because they wanted to give me experience and stuff. Excel kind of feels like the team that was just thrown into varsity to be there and get some experience. And they're playing against OG, which, I mean, they've looked a little shaky, but they're still a playoff contender. I don't think there's a chance in hell they actually win, but
Hmm.
they could go to Worlds just on points.
Yeah, definitely. With their second place finish last game, they just have to, or last split. As long as G2 wins, they just need like a third place finish to split, and they'll be fine. I think.
Well, the G2, wait, they got second?
Hmm.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
because
yeah.
Fnatic got third, so they would actually.
Yeah, Fnatic got third. Yeah, that's what I was
But
thinking.
they would go through on Gauntlet probably. Probably. They would
Yeah,
be the most Splice. Be interesting to see Splice at Worlds.
we've
Uh,
seen it before.
we have. Next, we have Fnatic versus Vitality. This is Vitality started out 2-0. Well, got it
Fantastic matchup last split at the beginning.
at the beginning. Yeah,
Well,
Vitality.
actually, no, kind of in the middle.
Yeah, really, because Fnatic was terrible. You're right. Oh,
I think that
yeah.
should be spicy, though. I think if I was
Pick it.
going to pick an upset, no, I'm not picking it. Heck no, I have Fnatic number one. Everyone does. But
Your
I
bold
think
prediction.
if Fnatic gets upset by a team that should not beat them, I don't think it's going to be Excel, Rogue, or Misfits. It has to be Vitality. I mean, Excel almost did, so whatever, but they didn't. Like, I mean, if you say SK beat them, that's wow, but it's not crazy. If SO4 beats them, wow, still not crazy. And then if Splice, G2, or Origin beat them, okay, yeah, they got beat that day in one game. But I don't know. I hope it happens. I'm still holding on to a thread of my Vitality fanship just because they've done well, but it's kind of like the 100 Thieves thing where they did good. Don't know how they're going to do this week. They might go 1-1 actually now that I see their next game.
Yeah, but I think it's it could be close just because Vitality is such a wild card usually, but I feel like they just have too much of a weakness on the bot side.
It depends if we see Dan or Broxa. That
They're
was
not.
crazy.
They're not gonna. You're not gonna see Dan.
I don't think we're going to see Dan either, but
You could even
I'm glad
argue that Vitality could probably beat him with Dan.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Or Fnatic can beat Vitality with Dan. But yeah.
Oh, well, I think Vitality could beat them with Dan in just because Brox is so good, and I think
Oh yeah, Brox was like the MVP of the entire split at the moment.
yeah,
Next, so that's day one. Day two, we have SK versus Excel. Not Excel is like what we used to think about 100 Thieves, but 100 Thieves is on the rise. So I'm picking SK right away. I'm assuming you're picking
Yep.
SK as well. Yep.
SK.
Yeah, Excel.
Why this-
Excel's like the Jin Air, where you just move on from those games.
Wow.
Misfits versus Vitality. This is a tough one. I'm actually gonna go Misfits just because of my power rankings. This is a straight up coin flip, no matter what anyone says. This is an absolute coin flip of a game on who wins this one. I think.
Yeah.
I don't even. Fabivin versus Jizuke. Usually we go Jizuke, but he's had a terrible split so far, and not Fabivin hasn't done anything too fancy right now.
Yeah, has have SK and Misfits played? I'm checking really quick. I don't think so. Okay, that's finals. Misfits. They haven't. Oh, they have. SK won. Okay, and Vitality beat them,
Mhm.
so I feel very confident saying that Vitality will win.
Very confident.
Very confident. Vitality's coming off a 2-0 week.
Okay.
Misfits only wins. They looked bad last split. Their only wins are against Rogue and Excel.
Bad wins
They,
too.
I think, they're not very high quality wins. Even though Rogue has looked better, Excel has looked worse. Uh, I think Misfits has way more talent, but like it's just not working. They have
It's
to
the
blow
hundred
up that
thieves. It's
roster.
literally the 100 thieves. So
It is
LEC.
100 Thieves. I mean, it's not though because they beat the bottom teams. 100 Thieves was the bottom team.
True, but it's in the sense it's the same thing where it's like
Yeah, exactly.
they
So much talent.
so much talent and both didn't make playoffs. Like both should have been competing for the number one spot just on paper alone. Like you'd be like, oh, that's a like top three team, and same with Hundred
Yeah,
Thieves. Like that's a top three team on paper, and they're both just like not good.
you had Misfits number
did.
1 in
I
your
did.
preseason power rankings last split. Like it's
Yeah.
a great team, but I'm going Vitality. Me and Brock both picked against you, so
That's why you're confident.
yep.
Uh,
Wow. I see Brock's next pick.
Next is Origin versus Rogue. Yep, this is the one that I said before the podcast. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I don't see how. I think Rogue can beat SO4 because I think SO4 is an out or a team like on the very edge of the playoffs. Like one of those. Even Rogue can possibly be one of those teams. I really think, like a sixth place team type style. But Origin is in top four. Origin's top four.
Yeah, for sure.
Jet lag maybe.
Yeah. Jet lag. I mean, they've had how many days now? They should be okay.
They should be.
It's
okay.
not.
They had jet
It's not
lag.
like
I
they
did know
play.
that, but it's. They still
Yeah,
got
there's a
days.
little bit of jet lag, but like, there's not a long. Like, there's a decent amount of time in between, and it's not like they're playing at 8 in the morning.
Yeah. This
So
is also
like,
day two.
or like late at night. Yeah, day 2. So an extra day. So yeah, I'm gonna go Origin. I don't see how Rogue wins. I hope they do. I like Rogue. Brock is the rogue picker.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for all my puns, but it's not really a pun if you use the
just
same
say
word.
the word
But
twice.
yeah,
Actually, Brock would have had a perfect week last week if he just didn't pick Misfits.
really.
Yeah, both of Misfits
You mean
losses.
last week?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I went 9-1 in.
the week before when your only bad pick was Vitality over Rogue. Which, come on.
Yeah, like okay, sorry, my bad.
And that was after only 1 week where they lost to Origin and Splice. So it was like, okay, it was a little shaky by Vitality. I could have had a perfect week in week 1 if it wasn't for Vitality. Like both my, I'm just looking there now. Both my losses were Vitality. We're getting screwed by. We each got screwed from a perfect week from one team. That's pretty impressive. But
Vitality for both of us.
yeah, for both of us. um, game number 9, G2 versus SO4. G2.
Jet lag?
Jet
Okay.
lag, maybe, yeah, maybe. Trolling, maybe, yeah, but G2 should be able to handle that. And Fnatic versus Splice, I think could be a very good game. Honestly, this probably game of the week. Let me just double check that. Yeah, I would say this is game
Yeah,
of the week
for sure.
For sure, there's no. I'd say this one's pretty good. Splice could beat Fnatic late game, but the issue is Fnatic's also really good late game, with Reckless usually on a late game carry all the time. The for this game, difference would be Cabuchard versus Whippo. I think Whippo played out of his mind against NA.
North America. Yeah.
Like, I was like, what region was that? Oh yeah, that was us.
I
But,
think Whippo just needs like some type of motivation because in LEC maybe he just doesn't play that great. At Worlds, I think he played great.
yeah,
In
maybe,
Rift Rivals, played great.
yeah, yeah. So maybe that's it. Maybe he's just bored of the regular season.
He didn't play great like the entire Worlds, but like
Yeah, he had a good like.
he ended
first-
well.
Yeah, he ended
Except the
well.
last series.
Yeah, well, the last series was kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, there's fireworks going
Oh.
like crazy right now.
Oh, I don't hear. I'll hear him in a little.
But yeah, I think that Fnatic should be able to handle this one. I kind of want to pick Splice. This is a good upset pick, I think, like because it's close. But I don't think. I think that Fnatic is good enough late game to handle Splice's late game.
Yeah, I'm going Fnatic. They've been tested and they've proved themselves, and they proved themselves at Rift Rivals. I think they're in form.
Yeah, I think that even though I like Cersei, I think that I really like Broxa to be able to take that over. And Splice usually wins through their engages with Cersei and Cavuchar and stuff like that. And if Broxa's ahead of him, it's going to be an issue for them, and he'll be able to start the engages for Fnatic.
Hmm. But jet lag. Oh,
But jet lag.
it's not even that much jet lag. It's like 5 something hours, so 5 days generally. They
Yeah,
should be fine.
yeah. So I think we have all the same pick. No, we have two different, right?
I have
Yeah.
one different from
Okay.
Brock.
And we have you and me have two different. We have
Do
Misfits
we?
and
Yeah.
Vitality and SO4 and Rogue. But that's gonna be the podcast. Hey, we stretched out 30 minutes. Not bad. That's good. But thank you
Yeah.
guys
That
for
was
coming to
what the
watch.
Misfits analysis was for.
Yep. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the second Riff Rivals LCK LPL, LMS, VCS. That's what it's called, Brian. By the way, it's called
Yeah, no, I know.
It's like
I
the
saw.
worst name. But yeah, we'll do the second podcast for
Rift
that.
Rivals KRC and LMSVN.
Yeah, it's insane. Then we'll be doing the semifinals and final. Well, just semifinals predictions for that. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Bye.